could do is just tell you, baby. If I could go and thrift with each and every one of you guys, I would, but I really can't. Okay, so boom, check. A lot of my friends, a lot of my girls that support me online have been saying that my style has been inspiring them to go thrifting. Hallelujah. The problem is they're going without a plan. I'm getting feedback saying they feel stressed out. They can't find nothing. I even heard anxiety, and I was like, wait, no, baby, no anxiety when it comes to shopping. If you a thrifter, this video probably not gonna be for you totally, but if you're a newbie to the game, there are a few tips that I want to give you so you don't have these experiences. You feel me? So today we're actually going to do a thrifted haul, some things that I have been picking up collectively over the last few weeks for fall fashion. In the meantime, while I'm showing you these clothes, I'm gonna hit you with 5 simple tips that can help you win the battle over thrifting. If thrifting has kind of been a challenge for you and you're trying to get into it and you're looking for very simple tips on your next thrifting trip, this is gonna be the video for you. All I need you to do is stay tuned. Hey babes, thank you so much for clicking on my video. If you are new here, my name is Ashley. I'm actually the owner and writer for a blog called eatandbougie.com. Eat and Bougie is a platform, brand, website that I developed dedicated to what I like to call the bad babe lifestyle. You can also find me on all the social media, including Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Pinterest. As far as this YouTube channel goes, I talk about all things streetwear, street fashion. So if you are that girl or that guy that likes dressing a little bit outside of the box, this is definitely going to be the channel for you, and I am your host.
Holla at your girl.
Don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and as far as this video goes, make sure that you are hitting that like button, you are commenting, sharing, do all the stuff that a person who watches YouTube does. Don't sit over here and just be looking like, interact, I talk back, comment, to all that stuff. So, like I said earlier, a lot of my girls have been feeling very inspired to hit up these thrift stores. I think it is amazing, but the point is, thrifting is not like shopping online. It is definitely a different kind of experience. I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like there is an art to thrifting. You do have to have an eye, but even if you don't have an eye, if you are just wanting to give it a try but you're really not sure where to start, I'm gonna hit you up with 5 tips to make your next trip very easy. We're also gonna just do a quick little run through of some stuff that I've been picking up, just so you can see the power of thrifting. Now don't get it twisted, I like my designer stuff, I like to do fast fashion. For me, thrifting is a different element to enhancing my wardrobe, playing with my style. And let's just be clear, you get things for really cheap. 98% of this stuff once upon a time belonged to someone. So I will be the first to tell you, if you didn't know, nothing is really in season when it comes to the thrift store. Let's just go ahead and get that out the way. You just have to expand your mind to a different aura, a different level, to really be able to properly thrift. And I don't like to use the word properly because it's not really that's not really even a realistic title. But you just definitely want to have an open mind when you're going into the thrift store. It's really not, it's not like that. You know, I know Future be like, it's like that, like this ain't like that. But it is like that if you listen to what I'm telling you. All I can do is just tell you, baby. If I could go and thrift with each and every one of you guys, I would, but I really can't. So me offering these tips is definitely my way of holding your hand, walking down that aisle, not the wedding aisle, but the thrift aisle, and just saying, here my love. Tip number 1, have patience and don't expect anything. Just like I said before, thrifting is not like going to your regular Target, H&M, Zara. Nothing's in place. You have to have patience when you're going into these stores, and you can't expect to find anything, but expect to find everything.
What?
Also keep in mind, everything is pretty much out of season with thrifting. Every now and again you find like that barely used item that's currently trending, but you definitely want to take the expectation out that this is going to be just an easy walk in the park situation. Just make this fun, but have patience. If you are looking to supplement your closet, let's just say if you're looking for denim button downs, I would suggest starting with that section and just going piece by piece, and picking up things that you like. Now, unless you know that it is like really too big or too small, definitely have your shopping cart. I would just start pulling the items that I like. That's typically what I do before I get to inspecting them. We'll get to that part. I just go through the sections of things that I know that I like. So for example, on one of my thrifting trips, I have been looking for oversized, like wide leg, kind of high waist jeans. So before I go to Levi's or to H&M, Zara, and spend hundreds of dollars on one pair of jeans, I started with the thrift store. And I actually looked up on the same trip, somebody must have had a bad day at Urban Outfitters and didn't want their things, because I actually found these 2 pair of BDG jeans. They were in perfect immaculate condition. First I got like this brown khaki pair. As you can see, they fit perfect. These are going to be perfect for the fall with like a nice pointy boot. The color is just so fall appropriate. And then I also found these jeans. They are pretty much the same cut, just without the distress. They are a lighter wash, which I am so loving right now as far as what the girls are putting on, a light wash jean. So I knew on this particular trip, I knew that I was looking for some jeans, so I started there and literally just went through each piece. These just were like in the cards for me to have, and they were both like $7.99 a piece. So for $16, 2 new pair of jeans, you really can't beat that. Let's just go ahead and jump into tip number 2, which is do not sleep on the men's section. One of the first places that I look, depending on the thrift store, I'm going to go into the men's section. The reason why is because they have all the cool blazers, they have the best graphic tees, they're going to have the best jackets, they have all the fitted caps. So if you are really heavy into street style and you're wanting to elevate your closet in those ways, don't even go to the women's section, go straight to the men's section. Girl, I done found all type of jerseys, I found cargo pants, you even find cool cuts of jeans over in the men's section. I'm adding things to my closet. I actually came across this jacket. Now this is a like a very light quilted, kind of like medium weight jacket. I had been wanting one of these just to add to my closet. The weather is changing, it is getting cooler. So this was just like the perfect fit. And I'm not gonna even hold you. I'm not sure if this is a kid's jacket or a woman's jacket, but it definitely was in the men's section. One thing I have learned about that men's section, baby, the girls that get it, they be hiding stuff over there. Okay, I can't tell you how many things I have found in the men's section that was not supposed to be there, and this jacket was one of them. It is just like super lightweight, the perfect fit. I definitely could see me throwing this on like a everyday kind of outfit with a baseball cap, maybe some leggings, some cool trainer, running shoes type situation. This is just like the perfect uniform for a fall day. While I was in the men's section, I also found this oversized bomber style jacket. Now, depending on your style and your taste, you're gonna find those kind of jackets in the men's section. You just can't find, this is not a woman's jacket, so you can't find it in the woman's section. So I found this really cool. It's like a Liz Claiborne. Again, the color was just like perfect. It was oversized like I had been kind of looking for, and it was in immense condition. I ain't gonna hold you, there was a beer bottle top in there, but that's okay. You just throw it away, you wash it, you get it dry cleaned, and keep it moving. Also, another gem that I found over in the men's section was this Adidas soccer like t-shirt. When I say it was in perfect condition, it was exactly my size, which is why you have to have that patience, because I started on one end and I just was working my way through those graphic tees, and once I found that shirt that day, it was like, this was it. you can't go wrong. I mean, these shirts can cost anywhere from $30 to $70, and I got this for $3.99. Ciao. Y'all not gonna believe this. So as I'm editing the video that you're watching now, yeah, this one, I realized that I did not upload the whole video and it was deleted. So instead of me starting over, because I was like, oh, the video is just starting to get juicy, I said I'm just gonna have to come back another day and finish recording it. So my thing is this: y'all just gonna get the rest of the video with me looking different, but we still got the same tips. Okay, do you want perfection or do you want this information? Moving on to tip number 3, and that is size ain't nothing but a number. When it comes to thrifting, the size of the piece does not matter. So when you are going through the items, unless you know it's like your size or not your size, hence if you find something like from H&M and you know you don't wear a small, you normally wear a medium, that's different. But when you start getting into the vintage clothes, especially the menswear and the more timeless pieces, the size doesn't necessarily matter. And I can't tell you how many times I picked up a piece and it says size 20, and if it's like a size 6, which is my size. So do not judge the size by its cover. I do highly recommend that you try things on. So in the size department, we actually picked up a few things that we would have missed out on had we paid attention to the size. And the first is this long silk oversized pink duster coat. Now this is definitely vintage, a very well made piece from Neiman Marcus. It is 100% silk, and on the tag, if you can see here, it says size 20. However, on me it fits like an oversized duster jacket. So this is definitely the case of not paying attention to the size. Another piece that I want to pick out that I grabbed was this military looking jacket. I recently styled this and y'all went crazy over this look. It doesn't even have a size on it, but it's like from the hanger I could just tell it fits, and this was like an amazing pickup. It wasn't really necessary for my closet, but I am such a sucker for a military inspired jacket. This is going to just blend in perfect with my wardrobe for this fall season. I'm going to be wearing this thing with dresses that I already did, some jeans, and this is also a good piece that I can bring into spring with. One other piece that I picked up recently, and this is actually too big, but there's hope, is this fitted flared skirt. It's like a khaki color. It has some serious small pleating in it. Now this actually fits a little bit too big. It's not very form-fitting. However, this is where the case of having a good tailor or a good seamstress comes into play. I actually have a seamstress. I'm going to introduce her to you guys one of these days, but I'm going to be taking this skirt to her so that she can size it and rework it so that it fits my shape and my body perfectly. So if it's a piece that you really love and it's too big, don't throw it away. Find you a seamstress. Tip number 4, quality is key. When you're in the thrift store, you're definitely going to want to pay attention. You're going to look for stains, rips, tears, and then when it comes to stains, don't just throw them away. Always consider that these can be dry cleaned. Most stuff can totally be lived with. So you're definitely going to want to look for quality pieces. You're really wanting to use thrifting as a way to enhance your wardrobe. So for example, how I found that quality silk pink jacket, that is an example of having a quality piece. It's unique. It's not something you could just go buy out of the store, and it's very affordable because you got it for a fraction of the cost of what it would be from the regular store. Now, there are some times where you're going through some things and there could be something, it could be something that you really like, but it has certain faux pas, like this mini box looking jeweled purse that I picked up. Now, the back, the beads are totally missing. And I'm gonna just grab it. On the back, as you can see here, the beads are totally missing, but it really doesn't matter because I would wear it as a crossbody anyway, and that would be hidden. I also noticed upon grabbing this bag was one of these beads were coming off, but this is a very simple fix. All it has to do is just be rolled, and this can be fixed with a simple hot glue. So just because something appears damaged, if you really love it and you feel like you could work with it, I still say grab it. I'm not saying go in there and just get raggedy pieces, but if it's little things like a zipper needs to be fixed, it might just have a small hole that can be patched, and it's work withable. I don't even know if that's a word. That's something I just said. I would still go and grab it. But even still, this is a very quality piece. It's unique. It's not something that you would find every day. Oh, I don't want to break it no more. Another piece that I want to point out that I grabbed was this oversized t-shirt. This kind of falls into the size thing. It doesn't really have a size on it. Could it be a dress? Maybe. Could it be a shirt? Absolutely. But this is also just a quality piece. All of the sequins are still in play. It's very well made, and it's definitely a unique piece that I want to add to my closet to use for a later date. So definitely be paying attention to your quality. Pay attention for, just pay attention out here. It's very tricky because sometimes a lot of these thrift stores carry this stuff from the fashion over from the Shein, and I'm not saying it's wrong with any of those fast fashion brands, but I feel like if you're gonna go do that, you might as well just shop on the website. For me, when I'm going to the thrift store, I am looking for more quality pieces that I just can't find in the store, or I'm looking for a fraction of the cost. The last tip, and this is probably the most important, just have fun and be creative. And I get it, like you say, have fun, I'm stressed out and stuff everywhere. Just have fun. Go into this with the intent to play make-believe. Let's just say you just are going in there, you don't really have any intentions, and you're just shopping. Start to look for unique pieces that you could use at a later time. Just get creative. And if you're not really sure how to get creative with your wardrobe, I strongly suggest that you check out Pinterest. You can find me on Pinterest. I have a huge plethora of different style inspiration, and maybe this will kind of help you get your juices flowing, so when you see different looks, it'll kind of point you in a direction of pieces to actually look for. So if you're not someone that necessarily has a vision when it comes to your style and your fashion, it's always good to go with someone else that you admire. Kind of look at the pieces that they are going with, and then find pieces in the thrift store that align with that. So for example, today I have on this really oversized sweatshirt with some track pants, and let's just say I saw this on Pinterest. I would go and look for an oversized sweatshirt, and then go in a section and look for track pants, and just get creative. So at the end of the day, shopping, whether it be thrifting, whether it be online, whether it be in the store, it is supposed to be fun. Expressing your style should never feel stressful. You shouldn't feel worn out. And if you do, it just may not be a good day to do thrifting. So if you've ever gone to the thrift store and you felt anything other than just, I'm here to just do something and shop, it may not be a good day for you to go to the thrift store, and you might want to just park it. Before we get out of here, I do want to show you two other pieces when it comes to being creative and just selecting things to add to your closet. I found this leopard print ribbed bodysuit. It is super cute. It came from H&M. It just so happens to be in my size, and it has the thumb holes. It's mock neck. As you know, leopard print is totally trending right now, and I understand that it is trending, but I like leopard print anyway. I have been looking for a long sleeve leopard print top, so when I saw this, I just knew that this is something that was cute, this was fun, this is something I can be creative with and wear multiple ways, and that thing went into my basket. Now another piece that I grabbed and I'm gonna keep on reserve that's definitely a fun piece is this crochet bag with a bamboo handle. It's round. I feel like this is going to be more for my spring and summer collection. I don't see me wearing a crochet for the fall and winter, but this was definitely a cute piece to pick up that I can have a vision with and I can have fun at a later day. And then I also found this tote, this puffer tote bag. Puffer totes are so in right now. So when I saw this one, I just like the way it looks. Green is my favorite color. So when I saw it, I grabbed it and I legit put it into play immediately. I've been wearing this bag some of everywhere. I just did a whole video styling it with a pair of barrel jeans. So just adding these pieces that I can be fun and creative with is super important to me, especially when I'm thrifting. I do want to throw in like another little disclaimer. Thrifting can be very cheap, but if it's done wrong, it can get really expensive. So I definitely would strongly advise that when you're going into these stores, and just because it's $2.99, it's just like going to the grocery store. You throw enough of them things in, it adds up really, really quick. So my advice is to avoid over consuming, over buying, overspending, and just buying things that you won't actually use. Try to go about these tips, have a plan before you go in. If you're not really a fluid thrifter, kind of have a plan of some things that you may be looking for, or put yourself on a budget, or just say I'm not going to buy more than these many pieces. That way you're not walking out with a whole shopping cart and you're looking like you might as well just went on to the regular store. Because I think a lot of us thrifters, we've been there and done that, where we'll overspend and be like, why did I do that? And you still end up with pieces that just sit in your closet. So make sure that you are not over consuming. All of the pieces that you find with these tips, you are putting them to use, but also consider the pieces that you're picking up, they can be immediately put into your rotation. Even though I had a few pieces today, but that's my business. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about what's going on over here. I'm just trying to help you out, okay? Because I know what I'm doing. It's a science to the man.
So hopefully today these 5 simple thrifting tips gave you some hope when it comes to thrifting. Let me know what you think about the pickups that I grabbed over the last few weeks. Which one is your favorite? And of course, although everything was thrifted and this is kind of like a one-of-one situation, I'm going to do my best to try to link these similar pieces in the description for you. So if you don't want to go through the hassle of the thrifting and you just want to click online and buy the stuff, I get that too. I highly encourage you to expand your horizons, give the thrift store a try if you haven't, and just get into a different way to build onto your wardrobe, because at the end of the day, that is what it's all about, is having a good solid wardrobe for you to go to, where you're not having to go out and run and buy clothes every time you have an event. This is how the girls are shopping their closets, because we're taking our time and building a closet. You gotta build it, and thrifting is an amazing way for you to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys get up out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you guys the most. I will see you next outfit or next video, whichever comes first. Bye.